Hello everyone, Rochelle here from Paperdolled on Instagram. Today I am finally getting into the Perfect Planner Kit from Talia products. This is something that you will have seen in my previous haul video for their brand, and I said that I wanted to take a look at exactly what you're getting with it, really show some of the in-depth things about like the paper quality and whether this whole kit is a good deal or not. So I'm going to try to keep it concise, but I'm going to do a variety of pen tests on the paper and even open up this mysterious sticker packet and see what you're getting in there. So this video might get a little bit lengthy. Just try to bear with me. Now, when I purchased these products, I did get them on sale. The regular price for this kit, this is the junior size, has 8 discs. The regular price for this kit is $29.97, at least as of this recording. Obviously, prices can change, and if you're looking at the bigger sizes, the prices just increase by $1 or $2 depending on the item for the larger sizes. Talia does have very reasonable prices. I will be referring to them, at least the current prices for the junior items, as I'm going through here, so that we can see whether this is a good value or not. So, when I got my kit, it was already pre-assembled this way, and it all came in this planner pouch. Now, the planner pouch is not available for sale on the website, so if you love this thing, then you need to buy the kit. I don't think that it's anything super special or durable, but it fits the planner. It's big enough that if you were to get bigger rings on your planner and have a lot of pages, it will still fit in there. So it certainly serves its purpose. Whether or not this is something you will use, it is either an added bonus or just an added an added extra thing to the kit if you're not going to use it. Let's see. The other thing is, when I had seen other people unbox their sets or the reviews I did see of them, everything had come separately. Like they got their cover in a package and they got a package of discs and they got their paper packets. This planner was assembled for me. This has a premium white cover, which if you were to buy this on the website by itself is $10.99, and the plastic 1-inch discs, those sets are $2.99 on the website. Since it was already assembled for me, I only got 8 discs, which is not a big deal to me. But if you were to break it down, that's still over $2 worth of discs, just what I got here. So that's nice. In my opinion, they're decent discs, and it's a nice cover. The paper inside, let's see, I'm going to move these for a moment. Just starts out with one little introductory sheet, and then you jump directly into these Talia My Year pages, which I looked on the website, and I don't see a way to buy just these My Year sheets where you have the whole year at a glance. Obviously, this is like an undated planner system, and you can see that they've left it so that you can either cross out the 29th day of February, if it's not a leap year. You can mark what year this is, so it'll never go out of date. And the pages are double-sided, so if you were to get more of these sheets, you'd just keep adding them back to back, and they'd keep going and going. However, there's not a way to buy more of these. So you only get the 2 sheets that are double-sided, and that's normal if you are just using it to look at your year at a glance. But when I saw this, I was thinking it could make a really great yearly tracker page. If you want to habit track, you could use this as a habit tracker and actually do an entire year's worth. And the spaces are big enough that if you were to write small and you wanted to use it for something like tracking your weight or tracking how many cups of water you drank that day, or even what time you woke up and then what time you went to bed, you could do that in those spaces because they're big enough. And that would be a kind of neat way to be able to use these pages as habit trackers, but you only get one full spread. So that's a little bit disappointing that you can't just get these on their own, because I like to do yearly spreads for certain things, habit tracking. I've done that in the past, and I really liked to see my progress just all on 2 pages or 1 page. And so that would be nice if we could get a bunch more of these, but as it is currently, you seem to only get 2 sheets per premium kit. That, as far as I could tell, is an exclusive thing. Now the next pages I have here are the monthly, you can see it says in the corner, my month pages. And you get 24 of these, which when, you figure you've got 2 per month to make a month, that's a year's worth. And again, they are all identical. So you can see that you kind of start with your half of a month, and it just keeps going that way. Which, if you were to keep getting the refills, then you would just put them back to back, and you could keep going and going with your years, and you wouldn't have any of those somewhat awkward in-between pages. Now, whether that's your thing or not, there's a lot of planners where they'll make the month pages so that you open them up and it's just for that month, and they have a different kind of page on this side, and then they're going to have a different kind of page on that side. It all depends on your style, whether that's your thing or not. I don't mind these just being back to back, even if it is a little bit abrupt looking to come to this page. You could always cover it with something pretty if you wanted to. The thing is, for me, even though these are wonderfully minimal and obviously undated and you can fill them out however you like, that's just not my layout. I do appreciate the fact that Talia seems to be subconsciously admitting the fact that we all really wish that there was an extra day in the week, because just the printing on these makes it look like there should be that extra day. But I have very busy weekends, and so having the weekends share space just doesn't really work for me. Personally, I also like it when my week starts on Sunday, but I don't know. Maybe I'll be able to find some other use for these, or maybe it works perfectly for most people. Now, this package of refills, the My Month pages, on the Talia shop site costs $5.99. To me, that does seem a little bit overpriced, just because you're only getting 24 sheets. I understand the fact that they don't want to sell you more than a year at a time, because they're probably hoping that you'll just keep buying some new great things each year. But it seems like it's overpriced when you realize that you can also get 100 refill sheets of writing paper for $5.99. That is a lot cheaper than you can get most disc-bound refills from, say, the Office Depot shops or Staples office supply stores. So when you figure, okay, well, these were $5.99 and these were $5.99, and these don't really have anything special. It's not like, it's not thicker paper. It's not printed any different. There's no foiling or anything crazy like that to make it fancy. Then it feels like that's overpriced. This is a really great deal, though. You get 100 sheets in these perfect planner kits, and you can get refill packs of 100 sheets from the Talia shop. One thing that would be really cool with these perfect planner kits would be if they let you pick the refills, because Talia doesn't just do these lined refills. They also have dot grid, they have blank pages, they've got graph pages, and you can get those in a pack of 100 sheets for $5.99. And if you like junior size, or you want to use one of the other sizes they have, that's probably some of the cheapest refills that you're going to find for just plain writing paper. It would be neat if you could pick something like the blank or the dot grid or even the graph, so that you could also, if you're a little bit handy, make your own monthly spreads or weekly spreads or whatever you want. I don't mind having lined paper, but I prefer other types myself. So I did want to check and see how these do with different writing implements. So let's do a little bit of a test. Something that's completely fine on any paper would be just writing with a mechanical pencil. And I don't press too hard, but we'll see when I take this paper off if it leaves any dents through to the next sheet. Here's just a fine liner pen. I will say the paper feels nice and smooth to the touch. It is a bright white color. I like the feel of it and the layout of it much better than the arc refills. I like the fact that it's just subtle, you know, it gives you a pretty good blank canvas, which is what a piece of paper should be. Next I have one of my friction erasable pens, and I also want to check the erasability, so I'll write with it. This is a very fine point one. And then just see how well it can erase. Some pages don't deal well with this. That works fine. It didn't do anything weird to the paper. All right, here's a juice gel pen. And a zebra sarasa. Here's really asking a lot of cheap paper, something like a fountain pen. Oh, my pen started skipping. Go figure. That's not bleeding or feathering as bad as printer paper, so I'm actually impressed by that. And then I just want to see plain old highlighter. And I'll use a super tip marker. I do have mild liners that I really love to use too, but they've been used for quite a bit, so I just figured this would be the inkier test. All right, so it's nice to write on. It's smoother than arc, I think, but it's thinner than tool refills. So, how does it look? Well, we've got some show through, but not really any bleed through, surprisingly. Let's see here. You can see the fountain pen ink the most, and a tiny bit of the super tip right there. Those are the most that came even remotely close to bleeding through, but honestly, that's not too bad at all. It didn't dent the page at all when I was writing with the mechanical pencil, so this is definitely better than just your average college-ruled notebook. Decent paper. Not as thick as arc and tool, but it held up a lot better than I expected it to. So, cool. That's great. That's fantastic. For that price to get that much paper, I'm happy. The only thing that would make it better for me would be if it were true A5 size rather than this half letter American size. Oh well. Let's see. Getting toward the back of my planner kit, you get a set of 5 poly tabs. There are 5 of them, and the regular price for these on their own would be $3.99. So those are some nice dividers, in particular if you like these colors, because I think those are the only colors you get. They come with some tabs so that you can label them. And Talia also includes one of these pocket dividers in their perfect planner kits. Normally, I think you buy these in a pack of 2 on the website for $1.99, but you can figure you're getting one here, so that's a dollar value. That's nice. I like the fact that it's double-sided. You can put things in either side. And then finally, we do have the back cover. It's got pockets, a lot like Tool and Lavender branded planners, only obviously they've stuck their pockets in the back, which is different, and their branding is in the back. But I do like them. See, I tucked in a coloring card that my daughter did for me. But they're nice pockets. So that's what we get in the kit, other than these stickers. Let's open these up and take a look at them.